If you're ambitious but lazy, watch this samurai lesson. In the ancient city of Kanazawa, where the mountains meet the sea and honor was worn like armor, there lived a young warrior named Riku. From the time he was a boy, Riku carried one burning desire: to rise above every other fighter in the land and carve his name into history. He spoke about it constantly. He studied the great battles. He sketched out strategies by candlelight and recited the names of legendary warriors like prayers. In his mind, he could already see himself standing victorious, his clan proud, his name respected. The vision was so alive, so real, that Riku mistook it for progress. But the training ground told a different story. Every morning, when the other warriors rose to practice, Riku found a reason to stay still. The air was too cold. His joints were stiff. Today was better spent reviewing his plans. Tomorrow, he told himself, would be the day he truly began. But tomorrow had a way of becoming another today, and another excuse. Quietly, without drama, the years slipped by, and the younger warriors who had simply shown up day after day without speeches or grand visions began to surpass him. Not because they wanted it more, but because they had done something Riku had only talked about. That realization did not come gently. It arrived like a blade. What happened to Riku was not simply laziness. It was something far more deceptive. Each time he spoke of his goals, each time he pictured his future triumph, his mind quietly celebrated as though the work had already been done. The dream was feeding him a reward he had not earned. And because he felt rewarded, the hunger to actually move disappeared. This is the hidden danger that the samurai warriors of Kanazawa warned against for generations. They understood that the human mind is easily fooled. It cannot always tell the difference between imagining an achievement and actually pursuing one. And when we feed it images of success without following through with effort, we are not building toward our goals. We are quietly dismantling them. Time does not pause while we plan. It moves with complete indifference to our intentions. Every hour spent in the comfort of a dream is an hour that cannot be recovered. Centuries before Riku was born, a swordsman walked the roads of Japan who understood something most men never grasp. His name was Takeshi Inoue, and he was not celebrated for his talent. He was celebrated for his relentlessness. Inoue did not wait for perfect days or perfect moods. He did not seek a grand revelation before picking up his sword. He simply practiced every day, in rain and in heat, when his body resisted and when his mind wandered. He built his skill the way a river carves stone, not through force, but through endless, patient repetition. He once said that a warrior who waits for inspiration is like a traveler who waits for a road to appear beneath his feet. The road is built by walking it. Nothing else will build it for you. The fighters of Kanazawa took this teaching deeply to heart. They did not measure a warrior by how boldly he spoke in the halls. They measured him by how quietly he worked when no one was watching. Discipline to them was not a burden. It was the only honest path to becoming who you claimed to want to be. There is a principle that the people of Kanazawa lived by, passed from teacher to student, across countless generations. They called it Kaizen Nomi, the path of small and steady gains, not grand leaps, not sudden transformations. Just one small improvement, made today, and then again tomorrow, and then again the day after that. It sounds almost too simple to be powerful, but consider what it truly means. A student who is too tired to train, but manages to practice one single movement before sunrise, does something far more important than he realizes. He keeps the chain unbroken. He tells his body and his mind that this is who he is, someone who shows up And slowly, without fanfare, that identity becomes real. The movement sharpens, the discipline deepens, the foundation solidifies beneath him, like stone beneath a castle. Meanwhile, the ones who waited for the perfect moment are still waiting, and they will keep waiting, because the perfect moment is a story we tell ourselves to avoid the discomfort of beginning. Sensei Haruto Mori, a revered teacher in the hills above Kanazawa, left behind words that have outlasted every sword he ever trained. The blade that sleeps in its sheath, waiting for ideal conditions, will never know what it was forged to do. Those words carry weight because they strip away every excuse we hide behind. We dress up our hesitation as wisdom. We call our delay careful preparation. We tell ourselves we are being strategic, when in truth, we are simply afraid. Afraid of starting and failing, afraid of working hard and still falling short, afraid that the effort will cost us more than the reward is worth. But the samurai of Kanazawa taught something the fearful mind refuses to accept. Fear does not go away before you act. It goes away because you act. The discomfort of beginning is not a sign that you are unready. It is a sign that you are human. And moving through that discomfort is precisely what separates those who grow from those who simply dream. So what is the samurai lesson that Riku learned too late? It is this: your feelings are not your guide. Your commitments are. Motivation is not a well that fills up overnight and carries you forward. It is a fire that you feed with your own hands, through action, through habit, through showing up when every part of you wants to turn back. You do not wait for it to arrive. You generate it by moving. Start with something small enough that resistance cannot stop you. One step, one form, one page, one attempt. Not because it will change everything today, but because it will change you. Slowly, surely, in ways you will only see when you look back months from now and realize you have become someone your past self could only dream of being. The warriors of Kanazawa did not become legends by wanting it more than everyone else. They became legends by refusing to let a single day pass without becoming slightly better than they were the day before. That is the lesson Riku missed. That is the lesson Takeshi Inoue lived. That is the lesson Sensei Haruto Mori spent his life teaching. And now it belongs to you. Do not dream it. Do it.